Hello, hello. Y'all, I am so tired. I am so tired today, and I'll explain why. I am so tired because I have done so many mentally demanding things today. Akil, welcome back. Soleil, welcome back. Hello, hello. So I'll tell you about my day. First of all, every day, this is going to be hard. Okay. Every day, I wake up at 6:30. Okay. Saturday mornings, I teach classes early from 7 to 10. And so I taught classes this morning. Then I had a podcast recording with a friend of mine here on YouTube. You'll see that in a few weeks. So we recorded a podcast together today. Then, after I had lunch, I went to the library to get a book that I just bought. Never mind. Had to go to the library. Then I came back from the library. I studied for about an hour. Then I had to do my taxes. Which is not a simple, cute, easy thing for someone like me because I don't have a typical job. Because I am a freelancer, I have to track all of my income, all of my expenses, all et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I had to do all that. I'm still not done, by the way. I'm still not done with my taxes. I worked on them for 3 hours and I'm still not done with them. So teaching, podcast recording, a collaboration podcast recording, and studying and my taxes. I'm tired. I'm very, very tired. Okay, let's see. So how many hours do I teach in a day? It depends. I have 27 and a half hours available to teach every week. On a really busy teaching day, maybe 6 hours. But on Saturdays, I only offer 3 hours in the mornings. So, but for a week, I have 27 and a half hours available. So, yeah. Hello to Brazil. Let's see. I'm a private English teacher and I need a path to follow. Could you help me, please? What do you mean a path to follow? What do you mean? If you're a private English teacher, you need a path to follow to teach or to learn another language? What do you mean? A path to follow to what? And I do have a lot to do. Saturdays are usually very busy, but today, because of the taxes, oh my God. And again, I'm not done with them. I reached a point where I had to find some other information and it was already way past dinner time, so I stopped. And I'll finish tomorrow. Hello to Chile. Hey, Seven, how's it going? How's it going? You were close on my name. Close. But my name is spelled Jean. So materials and also something related with CEFR, this kind of stuff. Materials for teaching English. And when you say related with CEFR, are you talking about materials that are aligned with CEFR standards? Because, for me, I make stuff for YouTube and social media. I also make digital products, but I don't really make curriculums for or curricula. Curriculum is one of those words, I think because it comes from Latin. When you make it plural, you have to change it in a weird way. So like phenomenon, for example, we don't say phenomenons. You have to say phenomena. Whatever. Anyways, so not curriculums. That was incorrect when I said that. It should be curricula. Anyways, I don't make curricula for my students. So if you're looking for materials like that, also materials for who? For what level? For adults, for children, super beginners, advanced? Like, you gotta give me more information. Because like I said, I don't really make materials for my students. I don't have a structured teaching method in my classes. So if you're looking for things like that, I don't really have anything to give you. I could give you some advice, but you have to be more specific. I don't know what kind of advice you're looking for. Where are you currently in this process? What do you currently do? And where do you want to be? And maybe I could give you some advice in that way. She didn't calculate how many hours a lesson. Hold. It is crazy. I mean, I have, like I said, almost 30 hours a week are available for teaching or for classes, but on average, I teach probably maybe 20 hours a week. Kind of depends. Hello. Yeah, no worries. You would be surprised how often people get my name wrong. I mean, even native speakers, because my name is not a typical name. It's a very old-fashioned name. So very often, fun fact, when I meet people, like other Americans, when I meet people and say, oh, hi, my name is Jean. And people say, oh, Jean, that's my grandmother's name. So, whatever. It is what it is. Hello. Okay. Well, like I said, if you're looking for something specific, like a problem that you're having with your teaching that you want to work on, I would be happy to give advice, but I don't have materials. So, oh my goodness. Tired. You shadow me all the time. Well, that's awesome. I'm flattered. Thank you. Oh, man. I can't rub my eyes because I'm wearing makeup. I wore makeup for filming this podcast today. I can't rub my eyes because I have makeup on. Reading is, I think that's meant to say, is reading a good way to improve my English because my level is B2. Yes. If your level is B2, one of your biggest areas of focus should be expanding your vocabulary. And reading is a fantastic way to do that. So absolutely. You hold a lot of lessons, so I said she doesn't calculate your pack. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I teach probably 15 to 20 hours a week. It really depends. It varies. So you have a problem with making people speak. Okay. So if you're teaching online, are you teaching group classes or one-on-one? And what level do you typically teach? Because I have had this problem with students before. So is Jean originally from French? It is. It is actually. And let me tell you, my name confuses a lot of French people because they see my name, which is French, but fun fact, my name in French is a guy's name. Jean is a guy's name, is a man's name in French. So I remember when I was learning French years ago, I would have classes, and when my teachers saw me, they would, My French teachers were always confused about my name versus my face because my name in French is a guy's name, not a girl's name. So they always asked me, my French teachers, they always asked me, how should I say your name? Because they didn't really want to call me in the French way because that's a guy's name. So they always asked me, should I say Jean? Should I say Jean? Should I say Jen? And I said, listen, just call me whatever. As long as I know what you want to call me, I will answer. Like, whatever. So, lots of confused French people. You have a question? Well, let's hear it. My exam is tomorrow. I have a problem with the sound. I don't know what sound that's supposed to be. SCHOA, what sound is that supposed to be? Because that's not a word. Is that meant to be schwa? Maybe? Why do you oh, goodness. Why do you doze off a little bit? 'Cause my eyes hurt. My eyes hurt. My name is unique and special. You have to feel proud. Well, is it? Or is my name just old? Listen, my parents were going to name me Elizabeth, which I think that's a great name. Elizabeth is a fantastic name. But I don't know. It changed at the last second, and now I have a very old name. Whatever. But thank you. I appreciate it. I wasted 2 years looking for the best way to learn English. There is no best way to learn. All I need to do is keep studying, whatever. Yes. There is no best way to learn English. There might be a best way for you, but there is no best way to learn English. Or any language. There is no one way, there is no best way. One-on-one children, teenagers and adults, some are at the beginning and some around A2. Ah, so you're teaching like super beginners. Okay, got you. I don't have a lot of experience with super beginners. Some. I only have one student right now who is at that level, and she's a child. So some of this advice might be obvious. So if I'm telling you something you already know, finding out what is interesting to them and crafting your lessons entirely around what they are interested in. So for example, the girl I'm currently teaching, when I first started teaching her, she really liked a specific book series. And so all my lessons were about that book series. Now, like I said, when it's at the very beginning, I don't have a whole lot of advice for that. Other than scaffolding sentence structures for them to copy, having some role play conversations. It's harder with children, I think, because with children, you have to hold their attention. Oh, and it's always interesting doing that. But crafting lessons around what they are interested in. Games, if you can, games. It's really hard to find good games to do online, especially if they don't have access to it. So, for example, a lot of my students, especially a lot of my kids, are from China, and a lot of the websites I want to use for like games and such are not available in China. So, but there are websites out there. PBS Kids, for example. PBS Kids has some good kid-related games, some good kid-related materials. So, yep. In Brazil, your name is a man too. Well, okay, good to know. Man. I saw an English teacher on Instagram. She said there was a lesson that cost $7. This program provides us with a lot of exercise, 4 or more courses, pronouncing and speaking them. Wow. $7. I mean, it sounds to me like teaching is not her main job, because you can't make a living in the United States with $7 a class. So that's impressive. If she's able to make a living doing that, respect. What? Is that Jean or is it Jean? Or Jean? Reno from Leon the Professional. What is that? What is that? They do conversation 2 times in a week, in your opinion, and how to try. I usually, depending on what your goal is. So how often you have conversation classes depends on what your goal is. Okay. I've been watching your videos on YouTube for about 2 months now. Oh, fantastic. Oh, thanks for watching. Thanks. Thank you. I understand English, but I can't speak. I don't know why. Are you practicing speaking? Because if you understand English, but you can't speak, whatever that means, it tells me you are spending more time listening than speaking, which is great, by the way. I think that listening should be more than speaking. But are you spending any time speaking? You will improve what you focus on. So if you say, I can't speak, practice speaking more. You need to spend more time doing it. I do my best. Let's see. Do you teach English to non-native speakers or in American schools? I teach privately one-on-one online to non-native speakers. I've never taught in a school. So it's very complicated to hold their attention. It absolutely is. So I don't like to teach kids who can't read yet because I like to use books when I'm teaching kids. So I think, let's see, how many kids am I teaching right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least 5. And I'm using books with 3 of them. So one of them is like a native speaker. She's not a native speaker, but she's really advanced, so I don't have to use books with her. So hello, hello. Hello to Japan. Hello. Hello to Mexico. Welcome, welcome. I understand, but the problem is always when people... So, like, you feel shy when you speak. That's okay. If you want to be confident, you will have to change your behaviors. One of the things that Vin Jiang talks about, Vin Jiang is a communication expert on YouTube. He's got some great videos. One of the things he says is that you feel shy because you have been practicing shy behaviors your entire life. He says that shyness is just a pattern of behavior. It's not just who you are. It's just a pattern of behavior that you are comfortable with. So if you are shy when you speak, the goal is not to not be shy. It's to start shifting your shy behaviors slowly but surely. Okay? You don't need to completely change your entire personality overnight. But it's just a pattern of behavior, and you can change those patterns. You can change those patterns. I have to do the course. I engage with English 2 times in the week, but I want to engage with English in other ways, so I want to join this course that is $7. Solid? I mean, if $7 is worth it to you, fantastic. Go for it. Why not? Is a French actor. His most popular movie is on The Professional. How you don't know? I don't know because I'm an ignorant American. Listen. It's not a good thing, but America exports media and doesn't really import a lot of foreign media. Okay? So a lot of Americans don't know anything about foreign movies. The closest would be maybe the UK. Maybe. But Americans, we live in a fishbowl. Everyone can see us, but we don't see everyone else. It's not a good thing. What do you think about TEFL certification? Personally, the only reason I got a TEFL certification was to add some legitimacy to my skills that I already had. I already felt confident about teaching English, but I wanted something that said, yes, I can teach English, because at that time I didn't have experience, but I had the right skills. So I wanted a TEFL certification to do that. So if you need a TEFL, then okay, yeah, then it's worth getting. If you need a TEFL for a job, get it. But if you don't need it, honestly, I wouldn't bother. It's not, a TEFL certification is not going to teach you something you can't find online for free or learn through experience. So, oh, hang on, wait. My cat, her Royal Highness. Oh my goodness. I'm so tired. I think this stream will be short today. I'm tired, man. Having to do my taxes, film a collaboration video, and teach and study all in one day. Bro. I saw a video where you said you don't recommend Harry Potter for learners. Correct. I don't recommend Harry Potter for learners. Maybe when you're B2 or higher, sure. But if you are a beginner or a lower intermediate, personally, I don't recommend it. Like, yes, it's a children's book, but I personally think that the writing style is not great for children. It's not at their level, which is not a bad thing, but it makes it harder for learners. I think it's okay if you are a native speaker, but if you are a learner, I think it's so much harder. Also, you learn so much vocabulary. There's so much vocabulary in Harry Potter that is not real. So much vocabulary. Oh my God. Also, it's British English, which is great if you want to learn British English, but it depends on what accent you want to learn. Also, there's not a lot of slang. The way that they talk is not really the way that people talk. It's not a lot of daily words. So the vocabulary, I think, is just not that useful, personally. From what point would it be okay to start watching it? Watching it, fine. Whatever. But I think it's not useful to study. Let's put it that way. I think it's not useful to study. Hello to Brazil. I am from America. Welcome, welcome. I complete more than 35 hours of speaking with real people this month. Wow. But I feel no difference, maybe because I'm still using the same vocabulary. So, having a number, I should probably make a video about what to quantify. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I walked into that one. So 35 hours is phenomenal. Here's the thing. You are very likely improving, but you don't feel it. If you are tracking your English that much, I recommend start tracking the number of mistakes that you make versus speaking correctly. Because I feel no difference. That's not relevant. That's not data. That's not good data. 35 hours, phenomenal. Love that. Keep that up if you can. Fantastic. But if you're still using the same vocabulary, okay, that's good information. When you find words that you want to use because you like them or because they are more advanced or you want to master them, make an effort to use them in conversation. So for example, write down 5 words you want to practice. And when you're speaking, try to use those 5 words in the conversation and see what happens. People don't like to make mistakes. I understand, but you can't avoid them. It doesn't really matter if you like making mistakes or not, because making mistakes and feeling bad about mistakes is so universal. That's not special. That's not new. That's not unique. And it's also not useful. So it's about your ability to be uncomfortable and still be okay. Because you will make mistakes, but you have a choice about how you think about your mistakes. If you choose to really care about mistakes, like in a bad way, that's a choice. You can do that. It's not going to help you, but you can. You can do that. Everyone makes mistakes, literally everyone. It feels like you're the only one making mistakes. It feels like that, but that's not reality. That's not true. I'm so tired. I almost didn't stream today. I almost didn't stream because I'm so tired. Oh, can I say the teacher's name? Maybe you know. If they are really famous or really popular, I might know, but I don't really know a lot of English teachers online. I know a few. I know the really famous ones, but I don't really know many of them. So, what means TEFL? So TEFL is TEFL. It sounds like TEFL, like that. It's a certification to teach English as a foreign language. Do you think I can learn English by myself? 100% absolutely. Yes, you can learn English by yourself. Yes, yes, yes. Leon is an American movie. Oh, well. Womp womp. So that whole spiel I went on about Americans living in a fishbowl, that's still true. But okay. I love Gary Oldman, by the way. Gary Oldman, fantastic actor. My God, so good. Why do you doze off a little bit? Well, like I said, my eyes hurt. Or do you mean, like, why don't I doze off a little bit? Because saying, why do you doze off means that I currently am dozing off. Is that what you mean? I will relax, but probably after this stream, maybe. I might study some more. Cat's name. My cat's name is Gigi, but I just call her Cat. Listen, I got my cat when I was 14. Okay. I'm almost 32. So my cat is ancient. My cat is 18 years old, first of all. Okay. But I didn't know what to name her. When I was a kid, when I was 14 years old, I didn't have any ideas about names. I just started calling her Cat, and it just stuck. So. But my brother gave her the name Gigi. So that's her government name. let's see, like Cuban and Cuba with just 1 hour per week. I learned the 80% of my English, and now I'm watching and understanding the 90% now. Oh, fantastic. 90%. I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing. What books do you recommend for beginners? Ugh, I don't have a good answer for this. Well, okay, here's the thing. If you want books that are for native speakers, I don't think there are good books for beginners that are also for native speakers. If you are a beginner, I recommend books that are designed for learners, like Ollie Richards, for example. Ollie Richards has a whole bunch of books in all sorts of languages, but he has some in English. I have his short story books in French, Spanish, and Brazilian Portuguese, so I like them. So if you're looking for books that are for beginners, find books that are designed for learners, not for native speakers. Hello to Algeria. I'm a doctor. I love to learn English, but I can't progress in my studies. Why do you say you can't progress? Based on what? And let's see, native what? Like you understand 90% of native speakers? Is that what you mean? Native make two? I'm just gonna say listen, I will rest. I promise. I will. Hello to Brazil. Hey, well, I'm almost in class. Oh, good. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, today is just a chat because I am tired. But tomorrow, we will have more like a class. Sunday morning. Well, my Sunday morning. You're whiter than white people. Is that your own skin or makeup? Okay, listen. You think you're the first person to tell me that I'm super white? Literally, people have been making fun of me for being pale since I was a child. Okay, now, to be fair, I am a little paler on my face today for two reasons. One, I was a little sloppy with my redness canceling makeup. And so I went a little bit too far. One. Two, my makeup is actually starting to get a little too white because I've been going outside more because it's spring, so my face is getting darker, which is actually very unusual for me. So my makeup is actually too light now. So two reasons. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I am going to wrap it up. Honestly. What time will it be? Oh, yes. Okay, hang on. I'll put it in the hang on. All right. Next stream is going to be Sunday, April 12th at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Okay. That's the next stream. By the way, did you all see the Artemis 2 mission? Did you see that? Was that not so cool? I mean, I watched last night the live view of the Artemis 2 capsule coming back. Well, technically it's the Orion capsule. Coming back to Earth. Man, let me tell you, I was overwhelmed I was overwhelmed. I was really surprised how overwhelmed I felt. But this is the first time that America has gone to the moon in 50 years. So the last time we went to the moon, I was not born yet. So this was my first time seeing a moon mission, a lunar mission. And oh man, it was so cool. So cool. I watched the live view of the takeoff and I watched the live view of it returning. And man, just I was so I was getting a little teary-eyed. But it was so cool. So cool. I'm really excited for the next Artemis mission, Artemis 3, going back to the moon, like to land on the moon. So cool. I'm so excited. Man, so cool. No need to make fun of. Well, I appreciate that. It might shock a few of you to see the podcast I recorded today because I wasn't wearing glasses. Whoa. Crazy. I'm trying to switch to contacts, not glasses, because my friend's wedding is next week and I want to wear contacts, but the contacts I have are so cheap and they hurt my eyes. So, anyways. Hello. Thank you for all the hearts. Thank you. Yeah, I am so tired today. But, that's okay because I worked hard today. And being this tired, I mean, it's not a bad thing. I worked really hard today. I did a lot of work teaching classes, studying hard, doing my taxes, working, recording content. So I heard something really interesting on social media recently. There was a girl talking about when you have a lot on your plate. So a plate is the dish you eat food from, right? So that's a plate. You put food on a plate and you eat from a plate, okay? When you have a lot of tasks, especially a lot of different tasks all at the same time, we say you have a lot on your plate. Okay. There was a girl talking about when you feel like you have a lot on your plate, remember the goal is to eat. The goal is to eat. And I like that because it's true. Like I'm tired and I'm overwhelmed, but the goal is to work hard and to push a little bit every day, to push yourself. I am pushing myself mentally. I am pushing myself emotionally. I'm pushing myself physically. So yeah, I have a lot on my plate, but the goal is to eat. So when I feel tired like this, I try to remember this is a sign that I am working hard. And that is the goal, to work hard. So, might find a partner for speaking. So, Akil, have you tried, I think you did. You put a post in my community, right? Did no one reach out? I don't really know what to do with the conversation partner community, to be honest. I'm not quite sure. I've never had a community space before, so I don't really know what to do with it to make it better. If you have suggestions for improving that community space, please tell me and I will do my best. Really, Gordon Ramsay. Okay, fine. Well, you know, here's the thing. Keep in mind that Gordon Ramsay is British and has a very informal speaking style. Keep that in mind. But if you're learning vocabulary specifically to use for cooking and in the kitchen and things like that, I mean, Gordon Ramsay is a good source for that. Yeah. If you're looking for some like American cooks, I don't know if you're focusing on British or American, but there's a lot of American chefs as well. Gordon Ramsay. Oh, well, he's a character, we say. If someone is very interesting, but not necessarily in a good way, we say, oh, that person is a character. So I would say that Gordon Ramsay is a character. He's very interesting, but not necessarily in a good way. Not in a bad way, but not necessarily in a good way. Okay, so what's wrong with your eyes? Why do you wear glasses? Well, when I wear contacts, it hurts my eyes. When I wear contact lenses, it hurts my eyes. So, glasses are just more comfortable. They're more comfortable. They are. Exactly. I feel tired, but it's a good thing. Yeah. Yeah, and having a lot on your plate is like being swamped. That's exactly right. Yeah. So have a lot on your plate today too. Ah, see? Yep. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. By all means, keep moving towards it. I love that. Yeah. That's fantastic. Yeah, I love that. I love you whispering while you're reading comments. Yeah, well, I was specifically reading the one in Spanish. I didn't want to say it too loudly because my Spanish speaking is okay, but yeah, I don't know how to pronounce all the words, so so that's why. I can understand it generally, but yeah. But yeah, I can understand intermediate Spanish, but I don't focus on speaking, so yet. Is Gordon Ramsay good for an English learner? Not really. Not in my opinion. Not in my opinion. It depends. I mean, if you are maybe B2 and if you are going to live in the UK and you really like cooking, then yeah, sure, Gordon Ramsay is good. But is Gordon Ramsay good to learn English for everyone? No. Do you know how to play chess? Yes, I know how to play chess, but I'm not great at it. But I know how to play. My dad taught me how to play chess when I was a kid. So, I think that's asking if I could suggest some American chefs. I don't know a lot of them, but the really famous ones, the first one that comes to mind is Rachel Ray. But I don't think she's popular anymore. A lot of the American chefs I know are like they were popular forever ago. But like, there's Rachel Ray. I don't even know how to spell her name. Hold on. How do you spell her name? Yeah, she spells it kind of weird. I know there was Rachel Ray. I'm pretty sure was she not a chef? Well, no, she was. What? Yeah. Okay. All right. I know that there are a lot of American chefs, but I don't watch cooking shows, so mother tongue is Portuguese. Ah, very cool. I do love the sound of Portuguese. Music to my ears. Any books you recommend? Well, that's a big question. I am very specific about the books that I recommend. I don't recommend my favorite books to people because it doesn't matter what I like. It matters what you like. So what books do you like to read? I usually read a lot of nonfiction, a lot of psychology, a lot of language, a lot of productivity, but I also read a lot of history. So, for example, I'm reading about the Rosetta Stone right now, but I'm also reading... These are the books I'm reading right now. Some of them, not all of them. I'm reading Grit by Angela Duckworth right now. Getting to Yes. This is about negotiating. Logic Made Easy. Which, fun fact, it's not easy. Everything is effed. And I'm also reading a book about the Rosetta Stone. So... Would you like to say something about your piano skills? Oh, makes me surprised. I also learned... Oh, digital audio workstation for electronic music. Okay, that's new for me. I'm not sure what that is. But about my piano skills. Okay. Yeah, so I also play the piano. I started learning the piano, or I started playing the piano when I was 10, and I didn't have lessons. I learned myself how to read music, how to actually read it, and then I was very lucky that my dad had a piano. My dad also plays the piano and he plays the guitar. And so we had a piano keyboard, electronic piano keyboard. And so it started actually because my brother was teaching himself how to play. And I saw my brother playing the piano. And when I was a kid, anything my brother did, I had to do it too. Didn't matter what it was. So if my brother was playing the piano, then I was going to learn how to play the piano. So that's actually what started it. But I taught myself how to read music, and I was very, very lucky to have a piano, or a digital piano, for a long time. Or in the beginning, I should say, in the beginning. But then I was lucky to get a real piano, like the one you saw on Instagram, me playing. That was from a neighbor. When I was a kid, I lived in a different house, and my neighbor had this piano, and she didn't want it anymore. She was moving to a different house. She didn't want it, so she sold it to us. And I still have that piano, and it's in this house now. And so I started learning songs that I liked, and I liked to listen to a lot of piano music, just piano solos, instrumental piano music. And I was also very active in church at the time, so I learned a lot of church music as well when I was younger. What else? And I played really consistently, and I played a lot. My God, I played the piano a lot. I practiced the piano a lot. My parents didn't have to tell me to do it. I would practice hours every day just because I liked it. And I did that for about 10 years. And then I went to college. I went to university. And because of classes and all of that, I didn't really play the piano much during that time. A little bit, but not much. Not like before. And then, yeah. So from the ages of 10 to 20, I was playing all the time. All the time. But then from the ages of 20 to 30, I didn't really play very much. I can still play, like you heard, like you saw. I can still play, but my skills really plateaued because I wasn't actively practicing new things. So I can play several Disney songs and a lot of church music and some other songs, a lot of Christmas music, but that's kind of it. So thanks for asking. About my country, where is the most beautiful place in your country? What's your favorite food? What do you love the most? Well, so the most beautiful place, it depends on what you think is beautiful. Some people love the mountains. We have two mountain ranges in the U.S. We have the Appalachian Mountains on the East Coast. We have the Rocky Mountains on the West Coast. Very different. So some people think the mountains are the most beautiful. Some people say that, the desert is most beautiful. We have a desert. It depends on what you think is beautiful. We also have a lot of beaches. So if you like going to the beach, I really like the Appalachian Mountains. I went to the mountains a lot when I was a kid, and I like driving through them. But yeah, it depends. It depends on what you think is beautiful. My favorite food, I don't really have a favorite food. As long as it's not spicy, I don't do very well with spicy food. I'm a wimp when it comes to spicy food. But I don't really have a favorite food. My favorite food changes over time. So, who do I love the most? Do you mean like a celebrity, or do you mean like my family? Or my friends? We need to wrap it up. I'm starting to really when you're starting to lose energy, we can say that you're starting to flag, like I'm starting to flag, meaning I'm starting to really lose energy. Oh man. Yeah, everything is, yes. This is actually a really good book, by the way. I can't say this word. I don't know if YouTube is going to get mad at me if I say this word. I do say this word a lot in my normal life, but I can't say it on YouTube. But it is a good book, I have to say. It is very good. You watched the splashdown of Artemis 2? It was so good, right? So good. So good. My God, so cool. And yeah, my brother gave me the inspiration to learn the piano. Yeah. What do you say about happiness? It's an idea or another thing? I'm not sure what you mean about happiness. I'm not sure. Oh, my room is very beautiful. Thank you. My room is a little messy right now because this is from my dog. So it's a little bit messy, but but thank you. Okay, we're going to wrap it up because I am exhausted. Remember how hard it was to watch TV series without any subtitles in the beginning or podcast, but it's very helpful to improve your listening skill. You guys do eventually. Fantastic. Yeah, that's the thing about subtitles. Subtitles are a tool. If they are useful, use them. I mean, native speakers use subtitles. It's not a bad thing, but it is good to use subtitles to practice with subtitles, to practice listening without subtitles. It's good to do both. It's good to do both. So, excellent. Oh, what is on my t-shirt? Anyone a Doctor Who fan? So, if you like Doctor Who, this says there we go. The Doctor Who experience. This was a place, actually, in Wales, in the UK, specifically in Cardiff. I went to this place when I was in the UK studying, and it was really cool. At the time, I was a huge Doctor Who fan. So what's on here, these are like a lot of the bad guys in that TV show. So like the Weeping Angels, the Cybermen, the Daleks. Yeah. So unfortunately, that place is not there anymore, but still. Jesus, my collaborator. Yeah, I'm going to get some good rest. I am. Ah, hello to Laos. Yes, there are birds singing. My window is open. And the birds are very active, I guess. So, it's a beautiful spring day today. Subtitles in your native language or English? English. Subtitles in English. Subtitles in English will help you with your reading. It will also help you understand what you're hearing. When I'm not sure about an idiom or an expression used, I turn on subtitles. Fantastic. Love that. Fantastic. My dog found something to bark at. So, yeah. Oh, so speaking of my dog, yeah, he's currently barking at something. Probably barking at nothing. He only barks at night. I don't know why. Well, I have some theories. But yeah, my dog only barks at night. How many members are there in your house? Currently 4. Me, my 2 brothers, and my dad. Oh, good. Yeah, so next stream, Sunday, April 11th at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Alrighty. I'm so glad you guys joined me today. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's always a good time talking to you guys, even when I'm really tired. The meaning of fair enough. Fair enough is just, agreement. It's a way of saying like, oh yeah, yeah, you're right. Fair enough. Like, yeah. I like to use this a lot. Fair enough. I like to be fair. Oh, goodness. Well, yes, it'll be soon. Almost 12 hours from now. So for some people, it is going to be the same day. Well, thank you all so much for being here. A pleasure as always. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And hopefully, I will see you in the next stream. So, bye, guys. See you next time.